Well, deep breaths, everyone. We are 10 seconds away from starting up here. And again, we've talked about the art of greatness throughout this entire event, time and time again. And remember, great moments are born from great opportunity that these both now have. Gambit on the attacking side, ACEND on the defending side. And we're right into this.
On the side of ACEND. Well, actually, they're going to be able to avoid this owl drone here, but ACEND just going to take first contact, deals with Defo immediately.
Yeah, a little bit of a return fire from shorty, but it's quick and it's ACEND, really sending a stark message to begin with. 2 quick kills and you lose out on Defo and shorty. 2 big instigators on this attacking side. So now looking at what's left, Nats, Redgar, Chronicle. A tough predicament to be presented with, and now a last-minute alien. Now the spike is on the way, you can see Nats slowly closing in towards Killers.
We have to relay that information, so Nats got a lot to deal with here. If they swing together, he's going to get detected here as well.
Yeah, he's going to be noted pretty quickly. Redgar's gone down. Nats is only good for 1. It's on Chronicle now in a 1v4, and it's gone quickly. ACEND, hey, let's talk about this now. That's 4 standing, that's confidence building. This is a perfect beginning in map 1.
We all know how that one ended. Again, one of the craziest comebacks I think we've seen.
Absolutely. But this has to then echo a little bit of something for ACEND. There has to be that little bit of worry in the mind, but with every single frag that comes in for them right now, it's looking clean. But there's a crunch coming in through towards that B side. starzo's just fine, though. He can fall back, hopefully wait for some support. There are 3 players looking for angles, and he's finding every single answer to them so far. That's with a good shot, but it's a 1v3, and it's not looking so likely. Caught in the heels and put to bed by CNED. It's 2 on the board, and ACEND keep 3 alive.
We'll carry some of that momentum across, some early progress towards the Viper's Pit. starzo, early actually, round 4 here.
Revealing area.
Off to a good start though for himself, so why not? But let's see what the adjustment, if there is one, coming out from Gambit, if they consider this a possibility. But already going to give away somewhat of the game, trying to play it through elbow, but shorty gets a freebie. Bone Cold going to be livid with that. shorty's going to try and power forward. Yeah, oh, he almost caught Killers as well. Finest of margins here, but they actually peel away from this.
Feel a bit of pressure, and actually you can see here Chronicle's found some space towards double doors. You're absolutely right, Lauren.
I wonder if audio cues have been heard, maybe even spotting starzo, maybe not, maybe just the intuition kicking in, but he has to facilitate this somewhat, and timing is on his side. They've just about spotted each other. Utility goes down, I think, towards either site or main, so they're aware the hit's going to be leaning this way. They can leave CNED lingering towards that B site, as now Chronicle starts to build through. Lovely work from him. Good spray, no connect, but it's Redgar to find it. So now the site should at least be available enough, and Chronicle not overextend.
The tricky spot here. Hunter's Fury actually going to get sent through from Redgar. He actually found a tag inside back at Halls. He did. Keyless will fall. Just he can see Ned to try and recover this now.
Oh, I don't see Gambit getting overzealous. I don't think they're going to overpeak on this. I think they're going to sit real keen, play this smart, and not give away any opportunities. Just a little jump peek, that's enough. Just to reassure. Positioning! What, Zeke? 2 kills out of nowhere, and suddenly this round becomes a little bit more viable, but time is the biggest problem. Oh my word, Zeke. Is this when you're going to step up and deliver? But it's going to be Chronicle. The bottom line, Zeke! The timing, I don't think he's going to have the time. Surely! Surely! Oh my god, Zeke has just destroyed them.
That was absolutely insane from Zeke. Landing absolutely everything.
5-1. ACEND are sending a rather poignant statement. Already Zeke is going to come out though, so Gambit are not wasting any time here. A quick mid-piece, looks like they want to set the tone.
What?
And Cena just doesn't like the song they're singing. Already with the connection towards shorty, it's put it down to Nats, Redgar, and Defo. But look at the space, they've garnered a fair amount here. Still haven't cleared or noted Bone Cold. He's going to sit there quietly.
They have to re-explore, exactly. There's so many like dirty little angles they can find. Nat's actually going to get found with the spike inside. Halls that one.
Oh no, the opportunity might have just slipped through his fingers. He keeps control of it for now. Defo does well to get away with that. That was actually looking very one-sided, but now down to the 3v2. Redgar and Defo still trying to find that spike and build it back through. They're trying to isolate starzo, who's on the stairs. That could be a catch-off, and it is. Good pick from Redgar there, but look who's been waiting the entire time. He kept calm under pressure. Bone Cold being ice cold, and there is CNED. Starts around, ends around, and we carry on. ACEND keep powering forward.
Again, it's almost like it's just coming down to 1 or 2 aim fights here, and Gamma unfortunately can't get.
I'm seeing CNED going walkabouts.
Yeah, early round. Again, they're getting so much info off this, Lauren.
Now there is a bit of a response in that tube pressure that's coming in. But CNED is feeling confident. He has the line of sight. And he is just having the run of things here. Bone Cold as well gets a challenge, but gets overwhelmed. Gambit with the 2 players coming through. Zeke with the underhand flash. It's good, but it's not great. Gambit finally getting the frags they need. The pace looking much better. More deliberate in approaches now. It's just Starzo.
Toxin screen down.
Say just Starzo. See what he can get done. Spike's being safely carried across towards the B site, taken away from his last known position.
About comfort picks and whatnot, not feeling comfortable on the sky, but right here you see, as soon as CNED drifts into elbow there, they spot the turret, and it's almost like that rotation comes through straight away. You see Zeke and Keyless both making their way back through spawn. They read it perfectly. Gambit are almost kind of giving away.
Okay, all right. And I've got to highlight once again, though, Zeke is such a standout to me as of late. And Defo going to be dealt with. Can he be shut down in time? No, he still gets to fall away, but they're going to try and springboard off the back of this. Keep that pace high. Beautiful flash through, completely blind. Still got one on the way down. Defo going to be dragging them down to the grave, and 4 standing for Gambit. This is a shutdown. Ascend came in with a bit of a game plan, but it looks like it's been dealt with on all fronts.
Again, the setup is so good to greet this P hit. Almost mimicking Chronicle. Actually, will find the 3rd there. A strong start for Gambit. Again, decisive on both sides, actually. See straight away Ascend as soon as that barrier drops. Can he avoid that? I don't actually think he gets spotted there.
I don't think so. Oh, you're playing dangerous games now. Shados is the one closest to the corner, but CNED's going to just check him, body check him down. Ascend now striding towards the sights. That's going to be pretty much all the danger removed from the site, and not much to really come from it. Nats and Chronicle. This wasn't an invested round, though. If you look at what was coming through that Defo, I mean, yes, he had the rifle. No one else had anything, really.
No. Again, he just wants to make the most of it. If anything, playing much deeper than you'd maybe expect in the bonus, but no real contingency behind that. And nobody covering the possibility that Ascend had so many bodies bottom mid. Towards top mid, actually. Zeke will find another. It's one of his ultimate here, so whether or not they try and feed that kill over to Zeke. There will be, actually, yeah. We'll find his 3rd. Ascend put their 10th on the board. Gambit now. I was going to say, a key engagement becomes Keyless and Redgar or Defo here, and actually is able to find an angle through. Nats will be detected on site as well.
Yeah, they've got to hit this site right about now. Chronicle trying to spam away, try and get some chip damage, but Nats is now surrounded. He's got players right, left, center. Ult comes in, and the plant going to be going down as well. Nats actually decides to get aggressive. Oh no, Nats unchecked is always deadly. Chronicle's got his side as well, and now we go into the last player standing, CNED. What do you got for us? Anything left in the tank? Absolutely not. It's Nats waiting. His patience pays. Gets the op and gets another round.
And that's a scary one. Again, with
he pushed into that.
Yeah. At that point, traditionally, you'd expect Gambit to go, right, give it up, guys. Let's play strength in numbers. We'll come through. But right there, they get ahead of the curve, ahead of the spike, even comfortably being planted here. I mean, look. One Cold still, I mean, there's 3/4 progress there on the plant. Absolutely insane stuff from Nats. Again, 2 rounds in a row now.
Get out of my way.
They've humbled the money. Ascend get kept on 11 for now. Gambit should be able to convert this if all goes to plan, which, hey, there's some pressure coming in through those double doors. And Nats, again, how many times will he be tested? And how many times is he going to succeed? He stands his ground, and he delivers. Nats, again, is refusing to move. He doesn't know when he's dead. And the last player alive is Bone Cold, and they just can't get rid of him. Gambit, 4 stand, and the gap gets smaller. They look towards B.
Interesting thing here will be if they can make use of this utility ahead of null command. There you go. Actually, it's popped straight away and immediately see the nano swarm to try and buy a little bit of time. And Chronicle will find it.
But he pushes into this. The confidence is just uncontestable. And Nats is the back line, and he is not going to fall away. Nats has just destroyed them. You can't run and you can't hide. Nats is right there every single time.
You see here, Shados actually doubles down. So it looks like Ascend still want to try and navigate their way past this Viper's pit onto A.
Good luck. Because we know who's there. Redgar this time holds across. CNED finds one. Redgar sprays in. He gets one connection, but it's still going to be Nats, who finally gets denied by Starzo. There's a chance! And he gets ripped away, Redgar! It's 10 seconds! It's over! 13 to 11! The nightmare resurfaces for ACEND and GAMBIT. Could you believe it? In a comeback fashion as well. And ACEND, hey, they had the lead and they dropped it.
Walk.
And you're right. What is going on between these two? It's so quick in towards that A site. And already we're going to see that pressure towards Nats. He's going to be kind of dealt with towards Tree for now, but he's still got a gun in his hand. And that might be just enough for him. Yeah, good luck targeting this man. He'll do it all with that target on his back. As starzo now left in the 1v4.
That's a Redgar sets up three. We'll find the first, actually the second as well from starzo. That's fantastic work. Defo actually will swing through with Shados. They find it. Send. Going to try and roll on through.
Yeah, investing in the other divide as well. Going to allow them safe passage. Yes, they'll be noticed probably on the camera, but that'll be just fine. That's not really the biggest bother. I think they've seen a fair amount.
Yes. They've figured out exactly where half of ACEND are here, and the Regress's 4 comes through B main.
Let's see if we can keep it looking lush as ever. starzo and Cened in perfect unison, leaving just Redgar, and I think he's already been well and truly discovered. They're lining him up. And then knocking him down. ACEND going to keep things chugging forward. But look, after the first map, I can't think it's ever over.
How much do you read into this now? ACEND creeping closer and closer, and it's looking pretty committed.
Yeah, the rotations are kind of in, though. 2 players already swinging past CT with that deep play coming out from Defo. They feel pretty solid about this, and Nats wants to get in towards it. Redgar already going to spray through. Good for 1, finds killers. Nats tries to thread the needle. Zeke all too aware this time. Fell for it before, not twice. Shados and Redgar might have to respect this now, fall away from Tree, because you can already see the counterplay coming out from ACEND. They want to get aggressive right back at him, and Zeke and starzo find 2 kills in quick succession, putting such favor by their side if they can get this spike down. Defo.
He's thinking about it.
He's really considering this. It's time to go. Gave it a damn good attempt, but careful now. Cened was ready to get involved as well. Not to be. They back away and look for the next option, which actually isn't a bad shout, but the door gets shut in their face.
Defo had to swap off that operator to make it a little bit easier on the way back in. Nothing to work off though. 2 smokes for Defo, but you see ACEND set up to greet them here.
Clears the right corner with the spray through the smoke, but it's 2 sitting at very favorable angles on the left side. That's going to make it very tricky. Can't get it done, and now Chronicle caught by Zeke, and another big impact round from the man himself. 3 still stand, and ACEND pick up where they left off, 7-2.
Stabilizing in a best of 5 series. This is huge for them to close out. And not to throw another lead.
Yeah, I think that's the bigger point, right? Is that mental game between these two will become so hard to get around. And it starts with this. The pistol in the second half can set you up and tee you up to get to those double digits for ACEND. That could be incredible for them. And Zeke, the man to step in towards that pick towards main. Eyeing up the spike, though. It's working up short.
GAMBIT drifting towards this 3-player stack. Actually, the Trailblazer are going to plant the seed of doubt towards mid. Actually, Zeke and starzo will swing through. Nats and Redgar fall.
No doubt in ACEND's mind. They are still holding the right place in the right time. Shados is about to be in danger, and he is. Zeke is taking control of this round. 3 big picks, leaving just Defo in a 1v5. Not much step, but the cross is not available. ACEND get what they need. It's the start to potentially shutting down what could be a GAMBIT chapter.
GAMBIT look poised. Actually, again, leaning towards a 3-player stack on the side of ACEND.
It's the B main control that's making me so nervous, though. If they try and pinch through towards B, the crossfire could already be in place, and Zeke's just already cut off Nats. So they're actually trying to slip through spawn, and they might be able to do that. With killers going down, there's an option for a Zeke. Tries to stop him before it starts. Cened gets one in the back!
Way.
How did he even get that? And now 3, and Zeke's all too aware. He can't quite convert on the second. Redgar still stands. starzo, though, there's the aiming control becoming a problem. As Chronicle, he was a highlight on map 1.
I have the spike.
Has the undesirable task of trying to find 3 players standing at the moment. Taps the spike. No one going to take that initial bait.
30 seconds left.
Chronicle looking for his first potential victim. Spike plant comes in, the spray comes out, and Cened from above. It's 11 on the board for ACEND. And this is the lifeline they need to bound back in this.
From the front.
Like he might be on track for a trade, and he is. That's killers now punished towards the top mid, which will cut off some of these rotations. That's actually a huge pick to garner.
Yes, again, Defo finding.
Oh, Chronicle, this patience.
Lock in sight.
And now with the flash, it should give ACEND a good idea of what's about to go down.
Defo, you still need to be key in this one, and Bone Cold's got him across the map. CNED still stands as well. This could be the one. This could be the round to take him across the line. Nats, the last one alive here, and Ascend bound back, 13-7. There is life in them yet, and it's not gone very well. But the second layer to that will be Bone Cold. 20 HP, he has to fade away from this and leave either Killers to pick up that mantle or to fall back to sight.
Look at Nats to try and find something to do. He's right out of drop already. Potential to challenge Keyless, and he will win it out. He'll find Bone Cold as well.
He has just sliced through Ascend. I thought maybe he was good for one of those, not two. And suddenly that initial work, that kind of back and forth to find Defo feels so irrelevant how this round pays out. But CNED and Starzo,
last player standing,
ain't gonna have much.
They shouldn't swing through this, but Starzo actually will spot a barrel there and deal with Shados close by. Time ticking away. It's an open plant already. Gambit got this one in the bag. Nats will here to confirm it as well. That will be dealt with. No readjustment just yet. And see what that smoke on main makes it so difficult for Cena to find something here.
So much invested though, alt-wise into this as well. Redgar and Chronicle both putting everything they have into this round early on. Bone Cold still good to catch across though. Spots another, and that's Shados. Imagine him stay alive, but Cena's in danger. He's got players left and right. Zeke's gone down. No. And oh no, Cena burns alive. Bone Cold, Starzo, and Killers put to task, put to test, and Shados passes his. It's traded out eventually, but the spike's gone down. The ult comes in, and now Starzo and Bone Cold are presented the unfavorable, unfathomable task, but actually getting Redgar's made this possible. And look at the HP on Chronicle. 4 HP versus Bone Cold's 2.
Actually, Starzo throws the Cosmic Divide in as well. Nat's the last man standing.
The king of cool though, look at this guy, composed as ever. He's got to get a run on. Oh, the defuse, he's not gonna stop. The defuse comes in and they just make it across the finish line.
Scrappy, everyone falls on the side of Ascend.
Defo's like, I think they're running away from us.
They literally have to bail on the zip line. It will force Ascend into a quick hit towards B though. Got to back away and respect this for the time being, but they look towards taking tower straight away.
Yeah, the flash is so good. Redgar just beheads Zeke. But there's two more potential victims. Look at this, they're all on the other side, and the raid boss is here. Nats refusing to relent. This guy's a god right now. Untouchable by all accounts. Starzo, there's just a bounding Defo in your face. How's rock, paper, and scissors now?
Looked deflated. So this is a huge positive for me.
Well, CNED's still not having the time of his life. As much as his teammates may be loving it, he certainly isn't. And Nats has had his number. He's had pretty much everyone's number. He's at 25-3. Somewhat God's gift to this game.
Madness. Yep. Absolute madness.
Round 16, by the way. 5v4 now. They need to get a pick back. They need to have something go cleanly in their way, and it's just not. Gambit on the verge of closing this one down. 3 more victims stand. Shados just toying with his meal.
You want to fight it?
Now has to be aware that he could be surrounded. He's dealing with the pressure well because he knows that Nats has his back. Gonna find one. Redgar swings in, and it's all down to Starzo. It's all but over. 13-3. A flawless end to the near-on flawless map. This was decisive. The final map of the grand final. Unless there is life in the defensive side of Ascend, and already the pressure is great. Gambit gonna begin things well with a pick, but a quick trade out keeps things at least within check. But the spike is down, and the time's on their side.
He's now actually gonna get spotted out. He will deal with Redgar. There's lots of focus coming back through B main here, but Gambit playing very deep. The backside of sight here.
Oh, and the overwhelmed Shados goes down. Defo and Nats, if you've got anything left to defend that spike, ticking away time by time. Cena going to try and close in towards Kitchen. Halfway now achieved. There's not much to stop it. Killers takes down Nats. It's all on Defo, and he's not in the right place nor at the right time. First round goes to Ascend.
Popping the Blade Storm right away here.
Maybe a peek to middle and a peek to long. CNED so aware. We need him. If you're an Ascend fan, you need him to find some of this, but already you can see Shadow tries to just body block him. CNED still stands! And Nats, the last one here, already being closed in on 2 players down middle. This feels inevitable, and it is Zeke with a shot to the back. I don't know how CNED was alive for so long.
Still managed to find another on the way back down. CNED now. Actually, will get tagged immediately with the Aldo and force him off this angle. Actually, Chronicle looks to try and close this out. Will burn the dash away at least. No tags there with the Hunter's Fury.
Composure, maintaining for ACEND though is critical. Let's see how he fares now. Op in hand, going to retake a little bit of that space, but he's left not necessarily on his own. He does have Zeke behind him. Just holding for this cross. Gambit have shown not much towards that A site, and now the utility gets invested. A jump peek for shorty, and they start to slow walk up towards the site. Ult comes out, and ACEND looking for a pixel over that wall. Nothing really presented. Zeke on the backline's in a miss, and a bad one at that. starzo by his side, though, going to make up for the problems. Nats exceeds expectations. Rez comes out. ACEND back on his feet, and starzo with a mad step towards shorty. It's put so much pressure back, and starzo's having a round. 3 already. He's making it 4. He wants to do it all himself, and he might be able to do it. It's ACEND to close down the account, but what an answer back from starzo. We find out as we start off with Defo with the first peek, but not the first pick.
Out of charges.
We're able to escape with the orb there as well. Defo countering that pressure. We'll find Bone Cold. ACEND want to try and force this though. shorty will find a second.
And they're still just fine. They all got kind of bundled up together, but they come out of it scot-free, and the fight continues. But it's so favorable to shorty, who's just been a butcher. Dicing up ACEND, leaving just ACEND alive. A 1v4, and it ain't looking likely. shorty with a shutdown. Gambit are right back in the game.
See, with no presence, Gambit already creeping back towards A site.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see if maybe Zeke tries to keep them attentive towards that A site, but now it's noted. It's been heard, it's been seen. And as the shorty back at the site with Nats up towards the rafters, it's starzo on the first chopping block, and they've gone down. Gambit holding 3, and now Nats just comes alive when needed, and that's a shutdown.
How can you achieve there with that purchase? So massive for them to get their heads back in this game. One more to find to tie things up.
shorty waiting in the corner. Zeke gonna lean forward. There's gonna be the ult being popped. Chronicles in a bit of trouble here. ACEND's already found shorty. That could be the site open. Look at the over-aggress. I love that from Zeke. Get in their face. ACEND, the second line. And Gambit now feel the full force of ACEND, leaving Nats and Defo not really in a position to say much about this.
Defo has the operator. Has to be a consideration here.
But he can't find the way forward. starzo gonna try and just defend that spike going down. Bone Cold puts his life in his hands. starzo looks towards rafters, doesn't see it, and ACEND takes a look, takes a glimpse, and takes a scalp. shorty goes, Redgar down, ACEND! You say you need him, there he is, but it's not without reply. Bone Cold and starzo put into a 2v2. You've got Nats and Chronicle, the dastardly duo that we saw from the first time. Now starzo takes down half of it, it's all on Chronicle. A 1v2 to get to 12, or it's 11-11, and we go all even again. Chronicle tries to get further forward around the world we go. They're just playing time. starzo, perfect composure. It's 11-11. Neither side can break ahead.
A beautiful round to respond to that initial pick, and it's so deep.
So often. They see nothing.
Just tucked behind the box there as well. Bone Cold ready to spam through. Again, no wall, so can spam onto default from here.
If they get a pick from this, no. Denied by ACEND. Chronicle, though, that's 2. What? Timing, though, they're down to 10 seconds here. They're not going to have the timing on this at all. Spike in hand, and this is ACEND playing. Where do they find this entry on the way back in? Gambit presented a conundrum, a puzzle to somehow undo. Defo going to be trying to get up towards those rafters. See if he can get that pick. Zeke happy to the first contact. The wall goes up and away we go. Bone Cold says no. starzo as well. It's down to Redgar and Chronicle. The 2 stand. Make it 1. Redgar, is there anything left in the tank? Or have ACEND done enough to take us all the way here? Redgar gonna get towards the side. Tap the spike. No way.
No way.
No way. Someone stop him. It's gonna be Zeke. And we're going the distance.
We go to map 5. ACEND dig so deep to find that momentum so late on in Icebox.
Woo. If you look at, if this keeps going its way, it's going to be a little bit of a fake out maybe towards that A site. And look where the spike is, though. Look where Nats is going to be leaning. Bone Cold tries to explore and loses his life for it. First blood drawn. Defo going to take that title, and starzo once again just starts feeling that.
Again, with starzo playing so close, he might actually be able to find a kill ahead of us. He will actually.
They went ahead of it. He did a little bit of damage, but they still stand, and there's going to be killers slipping away towards CT. Has to try and catch this cross, but the spike's going to be on the site. He can't really deny that. Locked into the site, and you're right. This gives Zeke a chance, and he gets it with both hands. Looking for the follow-up. shorty, he was lower HP earlier on. Zeke, what a time to find form as ACEND looking like they want to send that message home. ACEND are here. First round on the board.
starzo with an actually take this engagement here.
And the scary thing is Zeke's tucked in towards hell as well. So Starzo can fall away, maybe sit like a little deeper, just be careful, no one's going to explore too deep on that. I'm looking at this man on the screen right there, Zeke. How much more can he get done from this? Actually gets dropped on, and Defo just bullies down Starzo. Yeah, Bone Cold's alive, but he's got a time limit on his life, and he knows it. Gets aggressive, and that's the spike. Hold on. Oh, Bone Cold, I thought that shot was coming in, but time. 10 seconds now, there's still danger. They have to facilitate that cross, and Defo's defending it with his life. Gets Nats towards the site. The spike goes in, and Killers is on the ground level now.
Planted.
Yes, left to deal with this spike cam, but not even a factor here. Defo will close things out, but lots of damage done. Both shields forced out in terms of the repurchase here.
Players in middle here from ACEND. And Gambit, watch your answer now. You have the first pick, which you've not had often. Bone Cold.
I think they might have actually heard that. They're close enough to hear where...
Close flash. Close enough, yeah, he eats it, but he doesn't pull the trigger. He sits and waits, and he's just going to be turned into mincemeat. Defo makes it look easy. Light work!
What?
Zeke still gets away with 2. It's a 2v3. This isn't impossible. Killers and CNED up in heaven. Drops down towards hell, looking for that pick. And oh, Killers gets 1. A 1v2. Have they even noted CNED? It looks like they want to double face through by Pillar, and he's still going to keep his life for now. 22 seconds. He's doing everything he can in this scenario. Shados is low HP. Redgar still sitting pretty. Another fight! Oh, and the spray just goes wayward. The round goes to Gambit, but my word, is it the finest of margins now.
At least a slight adjustment in formation here. Defo quickly through ropes, and actually a deep lockdown. Cut off both heavens. And the alarm bot makes me feel as if they're going to drift towards B on the back of that.
But the spike could be in danger. I'm waiting to see if they actually crash the corner. CNED still finds Defo, and the spike's gone down. Nats is on rotation. CNED needs to just fall away to the side. They've won the fight. That was the integral one. Nats trying to keep it together. There's still another target out there, though. And there's CNED still trying to connect towards heaven. He's trying to buy time, protect Starzo here, because Nats is desperate to get that spike back. And it's a battle on 2 fronts, as Nats is trying to play this patiently, allow time for the player Shados to come over. Couldn't adjust quickly enough, but still good damage done. Seeker's going to come out, and CNED looks to get maybe a little ahead of that.
Give them an idea. Chronicle actually springs on the back of it. Somehow finds Keyless and Zeke. CNED, the last man standing for ACEND here. And the Seeker will confirm it as they hightail it towards A. But another round, it's cost them so much on the way in. ACEND make it so difficult.
You say it like CNED's not going to win this.
Do you think he does?
You ever seen CNED with nothing to lose?
And a Blade Storm.
Yeah. But Shados and Chronicle.
Please
Chronicle's
close this round out.
Chronicle has normally been the safe pair of hands. CNED doesn't care. He's crossed. Blade Storm is back up, drops down. Looks for the way across. Gets the glimpse, and he gets the frag! And a player with nothing to lose. CNED, can you find it in the time? 11 HP. Tries to draw him closer. He tries to pull him in. Chronicle, he's not going to fall for it. He holds his nerve. He's trying to give Gambit a window, a chance, something to play with. And Gambit will walk away, at least with the bare minimum now.
So much respect shown there to CNED. I think that's why we see Chronicle back up. The plants for heaven. It's almost throw Shados in the mix, right?
Yep.
With early presence towards bottom mid. Gambit playing pretty deep here. You can see all of A main giving up. The utility going to make sure of that. And almost a willingness to fight for B male here.
Yeah, Shados needs to back away quickly because Defo got out of there. Now the flash comes in, going to be forcing them further back, and now the hit looks like it wants to filter on through. Fountain on down. It's going to be Defo who just gets overrun. Bone Cold just straight up fights through him. What are these kills? ACEND, just powerful in approach. Shados and Chronicle playing through from CT, but it's 4 to find. It ain't going to be easy now. Spike down the time in their side. Zeke looking for it, and he gets it. ACEND get the pistol in the second half. Say again, and maybe this is off the back of that aggression we saw Shados lean towards. Maybe they feel it can be a little exploited, and it looks like they're going to go straight in towards this. Isolate if they can, and Shados greets him with a smile. Sends Zeke right on back. Defo still trying to do the dance, and he comes out on top. And now just 2, make it 1. Killers with nothing to do but die, and Gambit stamp their authority back in this game.
They stand to fight versus the paranoia.
They're going to have their players here. They're going to probably have 4 players in attendance, and Defo trying to push up. He's got...
This is awkward.
The
flash
here,
through.
flash, and it's going to be A delayed push. Wait, what? Zeke and Starzo deny Defo and Redgar's aggression. Zeke takes the site. He's got the showstopper in hand. He's looking for any target, and he finds one. Nats is obliterated, and the site is now going to be under Ascend control. Spike surely to be planted, and Shados and Chronicle can say nothing in this matter. Shados does find Killers, but is there a world in which they can even find an avenue?
No way.
No way, they're out. They're out.
They have to be. This is Ascend on 11. Like I said, the next few rounds are huge. Even if Gambit won out this one, you look at the ultimate stack, and it leans heavily in favor of Ascend. But Gambit try and be decisive. They try and take the initiative. I think the flash just slightly off there behind the smoke because
no one was blind.
There's a real possibility of that ultimately just being a 2-for-2 trade. But like you said already, the rotations come through. Gambit got the right people in the right place. And Ascend, 4 survive. That's huge as well. It's almost forces Gambit another win or another buy round to remove that from the economy.
Light armor as well. It's not pretty, but Gambit are known to go against the odds. But right now, Ascend are playing out of their minds. Keeler's checked on early, tries to play safety. Defo wants to close that gap. He wants to be the one to make the difference. And all he feels is the full force from Keeler's. And now they're out of positions, they're out of sorts. Shados, what'd you do with this? He's talking to Sewer.
Might even get caught. CNET,
oh my god, CNET's just unleashed as well. So they've now opened up that A site. This instantly dwindles Gambit's numbers down to 3. Nats, Redgar, and Chronicle. How do you hold on to this? The ult comes in, the information free-flowing now. Chronicle tries to walk up. It's going to be Zeke and Starzo on the other side. They're keeping their composure. They're going to try and play him through heaven. Nats is on the other side of this, but all he has is that Spectre. He's already seen one pass. CNET finds one. It's all on Redgar now. And this is what it comes down to. One more man to stand, and Redgar,
30 seconds left.
All the hours you've put in, thousands upon thousands, is down to a 1v4, and it's done! Ascend are your Valorant Champions winners!
Ladies and gents, as we've crowned our first ever Valorant Champions, we're going to take a look back and celebrate the end of the 2021 Valorant Esports here by looking at the Prime Gaming post-match highlights. Ascend